Baby, it's cold outside, but that makes now the perfect time to plan for your garden and the sunshine to come. It makes me excited. And we've brought our very own ray of sunshine, Frank Ferragine.
The sunshine is coming, right, Frankie?
Yeah, after every storm, even if it's the winter, the sun will always shine. And so we're kind of thinking about what's going to happen when the sun does shine.
Yes, and it's actually kind of exciting to think about it. And while we're stuck indoors, it's the perfect time to talk about trends for this year. Gardens are no different. Yeah. This is when we start to dream. What are we going to see for gardens in 2024?
So I dressed up for this one because it is the trend report, by the way. So garden marketers get together and they really kind of talk about different trends that are out there. One of the #1 trends is a new word that they're calling. It's called HyFuturism.
Hortifuturism.
Horticulture and the future together. Hortifuturism.
Okay.
So you can see behind us here, we have, of course, the incorporation of solar panels and really using some of the new technologies that we're embracing as well. You can see there as well. And at the same time, there's certain type of lighting that we can use as well. So some of the new technology that will allow us to make our gardens a little bit more interesting but modern by using modern versions of technology together with, of course, nature to really accessorize the garden that's out there.
It's modern. It's like an orb, like an alien orb.
It is an orb.
Read my future. But I like the beautiful little twinkle lights you saw in the picture before.
LEDs, right?
That is gorgeous.
So way more efficient for you as well.
Yes.
They will light up quite easily, and then they can be also put on timers and also different types of programs, so they can even play by music and all those different things that are out there as well.
Okay, your next trend, taking me right back to the 90s.
You totally.
What is it?
Look at this, goth gardening.
Oh.
So one of the biggest colors in the last few years have been some of the darker colors. Just to let you know, there is no true black flower that's out there.
Yeah.
That what you see there is more of a purple, but this is something that's becoming more and more popular in terms of some of the different plant material. Bless you. It's okay. Bless you.
I'm allergic to this goth flower.
You're allergic to the trends that are coming up. But take a look at this as well. This is actually a dyed rose, so it's done with this. This food coloring is put within. And so some of the different cut flowers that we're seeing as well outside of gardening are really showing some of those more darker. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting that we're talking about the darkness, because when it comes to one of the top colors in gardening, it's totally the opposite as well.
Okay.
One of the biggest colors when it comes to new plant material out there
is
cyber lime. That's the other color that here. Yeah, so
that is beautiful.
Yeah, some of the chartreuse greens that we're seeing really making a popular time. What I love about this variety, which is the limelight hydrangea, you hear me talk about it often. It starts off with that chartreuse green, goes to white, and then a nice pinkish tone.
Yeah.
But even some of the chrysanthemums out there right now, that lime, chartreuse, bright, happy green, that's the way to be.
Listen, I will always be a fan of chartreuse. I find that it's a shock. It's a shock to the system. It brings a lot of joy. It's like a dopamine hit.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful in the garden and in clothing. We know in Benjamin Moore's Blue Nova has been the color for the year, but I love the fact that we might be talking blue, or we might be talking that beautiful, vibrant green. Now,
and I want to say as well, trends are only trends for inspiration. You don't have to follow the trend. You don't have to be on trend.
No.
You want to do what you're doing.
He never is.
No, never.
Your next trend, it's not about bathrooms, right?
No.
Okay, what's it about?
My next trend is all about nature calls.
Oh.
No, nature calls.
Look,
look, nature calls. In terms of the beauty of just letting nature be in itself. You can see the rhythm of this garden by nature just being itself. And a lot of the times we sometimes overthink it, but if you put a bunch of plants together, you put a nice reading bench in there, right now, a little bit of the wild, a little bit of the whimsical, still on trend, and people want to be out there and be really eco-friendly.
It's beautiful, and I'm a big fan of wild gardens. My husband's got me more on board with that. I used to like things to be more structured, but he's like, let it be wild. That's the joy of nature.
Let it breathe, let it breathe.
Let it breathe. Okay. Now, 2024 is the year for eco-friendly, you say. We're all sort of getting more in that mindset.
Yeah, so reclaim. So what we're also seeing on trend right now is we're taking things that we have maybe in our recycling bins around our property, or maybe things that are found objects, and we're using those in the garden. So right there you can see a collection of cans. Maybe those were a tomato sauce at one point with the succulents that are there. But as well, we're using there's beautiful, you can see the wine bottles turned upside down, the bottom cut out of these, and creating some very interesting, not only garden spaces, but art that's out there, because gardening is just art in itself.
That's stunning. Too bad I don't have any wine bottles at home.
I have lots.
Okay.
That's the reason why you actually garden, so that you can drink.
You've got one for the lazy gardener, which feels like it might be me.
Yeah, so technology, one of the biggest trends is trying to make gardening easier on you.
Okay.
And of course, we've already shown the robotic different lawnmowers, but if you think about it, it's out there for you. If you want to cut down on work, it's out there for you. Lithium batteries as well. Everything's rechargeable right now. It's still on trend with the ecos as well. And even for some of the watering systems out there, there are watering systems right now that will measure the weather patterns in your area, adjust the watering systems to that, and then also take your soil type, your plant type, and create the best watering schedule to be efficient, not using as much water as possible out there. So technology, making it easier for you, and you.
Chartreuse, technology, lazy,
nature
solar
calls.
plan, nature calls, bathroom. Anyways, the trends are amazing. They're exciting, and it's exactly
nature calls,
what we need. Bye.